All right, welcome to the Weekly Fix. As always, I'm Neil. X Games switching locations. Ken Roczen was seen flying over the weekend. UTV sport is growing rapidly. There's a skateboard legend that's totally into two wheels, and Arctic Cat might be changing ownership. Well, I hope everybody made it out last week, whether you paddled here or waited here through all the rain for our Supercross autograph party. Great turnout, great times, very positive vibes happening. And really on that note, that's going to lead us right to Mr. Roczen.
Holds up Seeley. Down goes Roczen!
Well, hopefully I'm not the one telling you this news on a Friday, almost a week after, but Anaheim 2 was pretty aggressive. Besides Anderson getting into a little fisticuff, a little Muhammad Ali action, Ken Roczen went down, and it was not pretty. They've been showing it from all the different angles, but he definitely caught some air and did that without his motorcycle. So compound fracture, arm, dislocated wrist and elbow, terrible. Actually, he's just had his first out of the 4 surgeries. Definitely out for the season unless something changes. Just definitely healing vibes to you. I mean, we've talked about this. The only guy that can beat Ken Roczen would be Ken Roczen, and Ken Roczen beat Ken Roczen. So it sucks, but man, the guy's so good. And Honda, I don't know what to tell you, but you know what? Cole Seeley isn't too bad either. So healing vibes to you, Ken.
Ian.
All right, so for 2018, X Games is changing locations from the great state of Texas to my hometown, Minneapolis, Minnesota, which kind of a little vague on some of the details. Maybe they're going to jump the Mall of America, I don't know. But regardless, dirt track will probably be out in the parking lots, BMX, skate, half-pipe ramps, live music, all of the stuff you expect with X Games. But now, living here in California, the question is, when is it coming back to Los Angeles? Are there any input, any ideas? But it's kind of cool to see it get there. To Minneapolis, they host a lot of Red Bull stuff anyways in the winter, so stoked for them. I mean, I have my old school 612 tattoo going anyways, so can't wait to see how this turns out for the great state of Minneapolis, or the great city of Minneapolis. And in scientific news, a study shows customers are ready to buy UTVs. Well, we all know that anyways. I mean, that's what we do. So this is kind of cool, though. This was done at the Sand Show just last September here in Orange County. So it looks like statistically, 90% of people said they're ready to buy a UTV next year, which will be now. A really interesting fact is Polaris obviously is head and shoulders the people's choice. It looked like almost 63% want to get into the RZR. So hey, nothing wrong with the RZR. I mean, Polaris has had to take care of everything. Warranty recalls all across the board, but hey, they're stepping up, taking care of the folks. UTV game, it is going to be growing rapidly. You're going to see more and more sides-by-sides, and if you haven't already, out where we're at here, Ocotillo, Glamis, wherever it may be, Pismo, Dumont, and they're everywhere. They're fun, and hey, they're great for the family. Let's keep families together.
Oh, take me home to the place I love.
And in a recent online Rolling Stone article here, the man, the legend, Steve Caballero, skateboard king, talks about his love for motorcycles, which is pretty cool. So in a nutshell, I mean, if you don't know who he is, please dust off your VCR player, bust out Bones Brigade 2, Search for Animal Chin, whatever it may be. The guy's a legend. Evel Knievel fan. Didn't know that about him, but he's definitely into that guy, which Evel's always been kind of a maniac anyways. He's done some pretty cool stuff, though, in the motorcycle world. Did a Triumph one-off build at one of the shows a couple years ago. Just picked himself up a 1944 Harley for the Race of Gentlemen in Pismo Beach. And he kind of talked about his transition through motorcycles, like all of us. Started with sport bikes, then into cruisers, then into classics. But regardless, this would be cool as heck to go ride with this guy, which he did in this article on some Ducati scramblers. They went up and down the coast, came in 5 other guys. So very cool and awesome to see a legend like that out there having fun. All right, breaking news on the UTV front. Textron out of Rhode Island is buying, or has bought, Arctic Cat. So this could be a much needed boost. $247 million deal. Expect crazy rebates from these guys. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be blowing these things out, but hopefully this can help turn it around. So we do know Robbie Gordon was involved with the company on design and everything else. So here's hoping Arctic Cat we get you back on the map. And now, clip of the week.
Oh shit! Alright, you alright?
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We want to welcome Will to our studio, aka G-Pug. A little bit of recovery going on. He's got the Ultra Sling 3, which I don't know what happened to 1 or 2, but he's on to number 3. So I guess we just wanted to see how he's doing with this. Actually, tell him what's all injured.
I broke my rotator cuff, which allows you to rotate your.
There we go. That's
wrist.
1.
And what's this called?
This is called the forearm.
Forearm.
All right, snap that thing.
And the wrist.
And the wrist, too. So similar to Mr. Roczen.
Yeah. This was a little bit more gnarly, though.
Yeah, sure. Will's was simply, kumite, cage fighting. He was in Thailand.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's what happens.
That was a gnarly kick.
Cousin Kevin, who's in this group, too, is an amazing man who financed his fighting career. And that's what happened. So, it is what it is, but honestly, that isn't what happened. But we're not even going to talk about it. Everybody knows. If you know Will, you know what happened, and that kind of crap does happen.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So regardless, but I'm glad to see he's back on the path of recovery.
Yes, sir.
So,
We'll see you out there.
bye-bye.